Oh my goodness, look who it is. Johnny, we got company.
We got company?
What are you doing here? Come inside, it's cold. Come inside, it's cold.
We got ice cream sandwiches and champagne.
Ready to party. Let's go, come inside. We're gonna show you guys our home studio right now, so come downstairs and check it out.
Here it is.
So this is our home recording studio. Come in and I'll show you around. All right, so this here is our audio interface. It's an Apollo X6. This is where we record our vocals. These are some really sweet preamps right here. We got the Avalon AD2022. It's really clean and open sounding. It's really cool. These are our microphones right here. So basically what we do when we record our vocals is we stand at about height and we sing down into the microphone.
They're that height because when I've been doing a lot of singing lately, and I like to record when I'm sitting down at the computer. So I just roll that over and sing, edit, sing, edit.
He actually records lots of the background vocals on most of our songs, actually. So if you listen closely, you actually can hear a little bit of him in the background, and it sounds like the good old days. So these are our main pair of speakers. They are the Adam S3Hs. They sound absolutely incredible. It's kind of hard to go back to a two-way after you work on a three-way speaker.
So these are like a secondary pair of speakers, the Avant tones. It's like a real small boxy sound. It kind of mimics like if you're listening on a laptop or a phone or something.
Or Sam's old car.
Exactly. It's like my old Honda Civic. Had a terrible sound system. It was great, good reference. And then we also got the Sennheiser. Yeah, the HD800s. Amazing. These, you hear every imperfection.
As soon as you put them on, like you're just like, I have so much work to do.
Yeah.
You're like,
All
I
the
thought
details.
the song was done. You put them on and then you look at your watch and you're like, I guess I'm gonna be down here for another 6 hours tweaking stuff that no one can hear. But now that I heard it, I can't unhear it, so.
So as you can see, we got multiple keyboards, a lot of little things up here. This is the main MIDI keyboard. Controls all the VSTs in the session, in the computer, all the synths, all the soft synths and everything. We got this little guy right here. Just to play. This is like good for writing. You don't have to deal with any computer stuff. It's just got the basic piano sounds, a couple of synth sounds. We got this new little synth from Pioneer DJ, which is really cool. Yeah, it's good collaboration with Dave Smith. So it's got some really good analog sounds in there. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to play around with.
This couch, you know, is a very special couch. This, I think it's a $90 futon from Target. I purchased it as a placeholder because we were having people to come and record, and we realized that we had nowhere for them to sit
But we
while we were working.
Yeah, we found out the frequencies that it absorbs are like the perfect frequencies of the room, and it's just like we can't mix without it.
So
basically,
this couch right here is the only reason we're able to use this room. All this other stuff is completely useless. If this couch wasn't here, we wouldn't be able to make music. So Take Me Home was made in our parents' basement. So it doesn't matter what room you have or whatever it is that you have, if you can make it work, make it work. I would say working on music, it changes on basically every song. It's like certain songs, like we start with just the vocals and just the bare bones of just the song and the music.
we kind of have an idea of what we're doing before we start it. We don't go into things very blindly. Too Late, it came to us in a really organic way. We started with the hook. Lucas Graham just sent us the chorus, and it was like really slowed, you know, super slowed down and like just
I think it was
bare.
like 10 BPM slower.
Yeah.
It was like really, really slow.
But we heard it and we were like, you know what, like this could be something. Let's speed it up a little bit, and then so we built a track around it, and the hook was just very like, I don't know, it kind of like inspired us all to like want to do something with it.
Lucas on this song, I think he only sent us like 2 vocals. He sent us a lead vocal, and then he sent us 1 harmony. So this is the lead vocal right here.
When the stage is dark and the curtains closed the last time, promise me you did what you could with your life.
And then he also sent us this harmony right here.
When the lights go out and the colors fade, no more
and that's all we got. So basically, this little guy here had to pick up the slack and record all of these vocals here.
When the stage is dark and the curtains close the last time.
So there's like a lot of vocals here that
Got a nice wall of vocals.
nice wall of vocals here.
When the stage is dark and the curtains close the last time.
Right here.
And the curtains close the last time. And the curtains close the last time. Promise me. And the curtains close the last time.
And then all together.
And the curtains close the last time. Promise me you did what you could with your life.
We're gonna show you the secret DJ layer.
It's very secret. It's our
This is the DJ room.
get a good shot of this guy.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
Welcome to the DJ room here. We got the
Brand
spanking
spanking
new
new.
CDJ 3000.
Yeah, they're sick. Look at them.
I feel like Pioneer DJ stuff is just like the standard everywhere you go.
Yeah.
It's like an iPhone.
Exactly, and it's like super reliable. It's like
So reliable,
the
you know what
rock
I mean?
solid. It's like
Yeah,
the gear that
right.
we rely on at every gig. So it's awesome. We got there.
This guy's cool.
Classic.
Great, so it has so many good sounds on it. So
Fell out on tour, right? Yeah, well, you know, we put this whole song together, you know, like just we wanted to make the track kind of fitting towards the emotion of the lyric, and you know, we got Wiz on it, and it kind of just it really just snowballed into something on its own.
I would say of all of the songs that we've like done in the past maybe 10 years, this song has the most amount of tracks. And it's weird because it's not even the most complex song. It just kind of, I guess it kind of just like snowballed at, like, oh, you know, like let's do this, you know, like let's do that. And then
Track that up.
at the end of it, it was like 200 tracks.
You know, as far as like the sounds that we use, like it was all kind of like we tried to use a lot of epic sounds and like, you know, super big impactful hits and stuff.
I think on this song, I actually recorded myself like scraping knives. I think that one was a first for me. I was trying to find just like a certain like drum sound, and I was just looking and looking and looking, and I was like, I know what it needs to be, but I can't find it. So I was like, I'm gonna make it. I think I made myself like a sandwich for lunch, and then I had a knife that was on the plate, and then I had the cup, and I was like, it has to be like vroom, vroom, and then I was just like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. So I just did it, and then I was like, that is definitely going in the record. This whole thing right here. That's just me flicking the Coke can, and then this is here is like a knife thing on like a cup. And I guess if you can hear it in the final mix, then kudos to you, but it is in there. So I think this is the first song we did church bells in. So we got some church bells right here. Those ones actually came in pretty like late in the production process. I think
That was late edition.
I think it was like towards the final mix. JP was like, I think the song needs like church bells.
Like a lot more epic.
Yeah, and I was like, I think that sounds like a good idea. So we put them in, and church bells are pretty out of tune usually. So we had a problem where like they were like too in tune, and it didn't sound like real. So I basically detuned one of them to make it like slightly out of tune here. So like this one here is like 13 cents flat. So, and then this one is like in tune. And that's just us being really, really anal and making sure it sounds a little more real, because at the end of the day, it's computer music. So you have to do what you can to make it believable.
Well, you know, playing live is very different than making music in a studio. So a lot of times you'll make music in the studio. It's made for like, you know, listening purposes, but not like a nightclub or a venue or a stage. So usually we'll go back, and sometimes like we'll make a different live edit that's like more like beefed up and kind of has more of like a build up, and whether it's like a VIP edit or even just a live edit or a dance radio edit, there's always, you know, a way to like make something work in the club.
We hit play on the CDJ,
Yeah.
and then the music just cranks at an astronomical volume.
Pioneer DJ, CDJ.
Pioneer DJ is super durable.
Crank up the master
Crank
until
it
it
up.
hits the red.
Until it goes through the red and
Yeah.
out the fucking back.
You know, mixing live is obviously very different than
Yeah.
anything.
I mean, I think having the understanding coming from the studio, like where levels need to be, when to cut the low end, when to cut the high end, especially when you're mixing tracks. You don't want the bass blaring on both tracks at the same time. The pitch shifting capabilities sound amazing on these things. Yeah, these CDJ 3000s are definitely, they took it up a level with that. Definitely looking forward to using these when we get back out there.
Playing live is fun. You know, it's the energy just comes from the crowd. You know, if the energy's there, then you know we can match it and kind of work together to like have an experience. So
Yeah,
I miss it. I'll
Yeah.
definitely miss it. So hopefully
Yeah.
soon.
No, it's all about like the connection to the audience, and I think
it's like
that was like a lot of the emotion of this song too, is how everyone's kind of missing that connection right now. It's even like, I feel like everyone in the crowd together, there's a connection between us and the crowd, and just the whole atmosphere of the energy, the volume, you know, just people together. I think that's really what we're looking forward to.
Filming the music video was
Yeah, that
kind
was
of like
cool.
a wake-up call too, because it was like
the empty venue was
yeah.
like, you know, like it was a shocking thing to see. It's like
yeah, it's a musician's nightmare.
not
to
really
see,
like
like
about
an empty
us.
stage.
it was kind of a like weird experience to be in a venue after like a year of not touring too. It was huge.
We kind of we made the music video treatment ourselves, which was fun, you know, just kind of like jotting down scenes and like, you know, getting like images that kind of fit like what we're thinking in our head. So the music video literally looks just like the treatment that we wrote. You can look at it and just like, like you know, we brought this little concept to life, and it was fun. It's cool to see it kind of like happen too. And my dog was in the music video, which was fun. He's forever like, you know, has his little spot right there in that video.
The drop section is just pieces of Lucas's vocal that were chopped up and pitched to make like a certain melody. This is what they sound like on solo. And then I think one of the original versions that we were working with, it was a little bit of a slower chop, so it was more like and then I remember JP and Sam were like, no, it should go did it, and then I was like, are you sure? Yeah. And then I was like, I think that's too much, but then it just grew on me, and then ended up loving it in the end. The drop music kind of had a really nice groove to it. Without the leads, it was kind of fun. Got a little bit of that like laid back vibe. Got a little bit of that like funk guitar thing going on. And then these guys, like harmonic guitars. This guy, and then the piano in this one kind of really like brings it home all together.
I mean, I remember when we sent it over to him, he was like, he was
stoked.
like really stoked. He was ecstatic. He was like, this is amazing, because it was just like a hook that he was like, oh, I'm not sure what to do with this. And when he got back like we kind of produced out the whole song, and he was hearing it, I think it brought back some of the emotion to him too, that when he was first writing it. So, and then he cut a lot more vocals after we sent it back too. Yeah. Which really brought the
and
track to
as
life,
like
you
the
know?
lyrics were kind of like unfolding, like after we got Wiz's verse, like, you know, all three of us, I think we knew like something was like, you know, really special about this song, just with the times and everything. And I think it gave us inspiration and like motivation to like, you know, want to just do the best like we can, like not only in our careers but in our personal lives as well. because that's what the song's all about. Are you you know, doing your best before it's too late? And I hope that people connect with that as well, you know. And I think it is, because all the comments I've been seeing on like the YouTube and like, you know, Instagram are like, this song makes me want to live better and like stuff like that. Like, or like, I want to be a better dad, or I want to be a better, like a better sister or a better brother. Like you see all these comments. So I think, you know, it will have that effect on people, and I hope it will.